Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Spiritual Readings with Rev Jeanne. I'm Jeanne. So we're waiting for a few people to show up. A few announcements that I wanted to make. First of all, well, it just went up, so we're doing okay. Okay, folks, couple readings. Friday night circles. If you've never sat in a circle before, our spirit circles, please join us. If you've never sat in a circle before, it won't cost anything, so please be sure to join us. And I apologize for the dogs barking. It's their normal routine. Anyway, it's at 7 West Main Street in St. Johnsville. Your first sitting does not cost anything. After that, we do ask for a $10 donation per person. Also, I just wanted to give a shout out and a great big thank you to Gemlyn Rhodes for the Body, Mind, and Spirit Expo this past weekend. It was a phenomenal success. We had a wonderful show, and it was a lot of fun meeting a lot of people. Also to Starlet LeBron, she was at the Celestial Healings Fair in Syracuse. Both shows were a really great way to wrap up a weekend, and I just wanted everyone to know what great promoters they are. Also, tonight is our drawing for our share of the video. This is the last Tuesday of March, so we will be pulling that name here in a little bit. As many times as you share this video tonight, that will put your name in for a drawing for the last week in April. All right, so please share it because we need to get our word out there. Just so for the newcomers that are coming on here, these messages from Spirit are totally free. There is no charge. I do ask, from time to time, if you feel it in your heart, to give us a donation. All donations go towards getting a building, which is what we are trying desperately to do to put this in a more professional setting. But however, any donations that are made have no bearing whatsoever on any readings that I do here on this show or the one on Wednesday nights, which is on YouTube. Folks, I don't choose who I read for on these shows. Spirit tells me who I'm reading for, okay? And one last thing, a lot of people have been wanting an open circle outside of St. Johnsville. We have another one listed for the 27th of April, and that one will be held in Rotterdam Junction, but that one will be by reservation only. So, get your calendars ready. If you decide you would like to come to that show, please private message either myself or Michelle so that we can get you in. Okay? All right, I think it's about time to get started here. I feel the energy building. So let's see what we got. All right, hold on here. And of course, my feed is messing up again. Lori Bear, how you doing? Says, you missed doing things with him. Lori, there's a woman that comes in from Spirit, and I feel like a grandmother with him, or with her, I'm sorry. But she's coming in more for your father, I think, than for you. She's saying it's okay. He's going to be fine. He needs to find things to do to keep himself occupied. He doesn't get out much, and it's like you need to try to push that if you can. She's also saying, he lives in the past a little bit too much. About the only way I could suggest to help with that is just to get him, more involved in things outside the home. Perhaps just doing things with you. So please, okay, give it a shot. It might help. Okay. All right, Candy Roback. Hi, Candy. How are you tonight? Candy, there's a woman here, and she's showing me baskets of apples, and all I can think of is, Little Red Riding Hood or something. What she's trying to say is just you need to, I don't know, maybe start getting some more fruit or something in your diet. She's worried. She's saying that you're not eating healthy and that's not good for you. Obviously, we all know that, but I don't know, Candy, there's just a lot of love coming from her and a concern that seems to go beyond the normal, and I'm not sure what that concern is. But please just kind of take that into consideration, okay? She's also talking about it. If you've been having problems with your hip or something, please get it taken care of. There's an issue coming up. If it's not there already, I don't feel it life-threatening in any way, but I do feel a need to get it taken care of. All right. Okay. Hi, Terry. How you doing tonight? Terry Beck. Terry, I know you had asked about your sons, and I know what you're going through right now. But it's like Joshua keeps popping his head in, and all I can see is this big grin from ear to ear with him. He's smiling. It's like he's happy and he's all energized and ready to go, and he's saying, "We got him, Ma. We got him. We got him." Just know that there's so much love pouring from that young man. There truly is, and he's talking about his brother Mike. Mike, I know you're watching too. How you doing? He keeps saying, "Slow down. You're doing something too quickly, too fast," and he wants you to slow down. That you're not being safe. And he's saying, he's saying, Mom needs you. He says, don't do this. Mom needs you. Just take things a little bit slower. But he's laughing. He's at the same time while he's telling you to take it slower. All I'm hearing is, man, I miss that. So whatever that is, he's telling me you know what I'm talking about. Just remember the message from him. Okay? God bless. All right. All right, Michelle Sweet, how you doing? Well, it's that time of year, folks. I go from freezer 1 second to dying of the heat the next, and I just can't get comfortable here. Michelle? Or Michelle Sweet. There's a line of people here. And it's like there's this gentleman that's the head of the line. I want to say like the head of the family. I don't know if this is a grandfather or a father. But he says, we're all here and we're all watching. There's something is going on in your life that they're all very much aware of. And it's like I want to say your own personal cheering section in spirit. I hope that makes sense to you. I don't know what this is, but there's a lot of, smiles and laughter and, just a lot of cheering. Way to go. You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work type thing. Like I said, your own personal cheering section here. So whatever this is, I feel with you like there's been a loss of heart or that loss of momentum that, I don't know if it's depression or what. That's not my thing, but they want you to know that they're there and they're trying to bring things forward for you in a more positive way. It's like they're saying you deserve it. You've been through hell, and you need to know that they're there and that they're there with a lot of love. Okay? I'll leave that with you. Folks, Michelle just pulled the name for the winner for our free reading this week or this month, and it's for a Linda Mark Tyo. I believe that's Tyoe. So if you know her or if she shows up and I miss it, please let her know. Okay, but she won the free reading for this month. I can take the call after the show tonight and we can set something up. Okay. Dandy Brunetto, hi. Dandy, I have this little man is coming in and he's running. Okay. He's trying to catch up. He just wants to come through and he just wants to say hi. I don't know who he is. He doesn't tell me who he is. The only thing I can tell you is that he's small in stature. Okay, he just wants to come in. He just wants to say hi. I'll leave that. Sometimes, the messages are just that simple and that quick. Folks, for a lot of times when I ask, I hope you can understand it. All right, dogs. Sorry, folks. It's because I don't know who I'm talking to or what I'm talking to. Excuse me 1 minute, folks.
Nice.
Thank you. Sorry. All right, when I try to do these online, I don't know the situations in your lives. I don't know you personally, so a lot of times when I'm giving the message, I don't always understand what that message concerns. And Spirit is telling me that you will know or you do know, so I don't try to be repetitious, just letting you know. Okay? I'll leave that with you. All right. Lori Neary. Hi, Lori. Lori, do you live near or around mountains? Okay, I feel like I'm playing charades with this woman because she's standing here and she's showing me mountains and then she's showing me beautiful blue skies. I don't know, Lori, do you live near the mountains or within sight of the mountains? Because if not, I guess I have to interpret this one. But what I'm getting with this, the interpretation value, is that you've been climbing some mountains in your life. There's been some really rough spots. But this woman is trying to show me that, there's blue skies ahead. There's a lot of sunshine and a lot of happy things coming in for you. Don't give up. Whatever you do, she's saying, just keep pushing forward. It's coming through. She wants you to know there's something about a vehicle. I'm not a mechanic, but it's like she's pushing this vehicle, like up this mountain by hand. And I guess what that's telling me is just the level of difficulty, whatever this issue is around you. Just don't give up. You're going to make it. You're going to get through. Things are going to come out on a better side for you. You just have to believe that within yourself. Okay? All right. Hopefully you understand it. Okay. Again, now that everybody's on, just a shout out to Jem Lynn Rhodes and to Starlet LeBron. We had two wonderful shows this weekend, one in Saratoga Springs and one in North Syracuse. We always enjoy those shows because they're just, this was Jem's first show and she did a phenomenal job. The number of people there was unbelievable. Needless to say, Michelle and I were absolutely and completely exhausted when we left. Okay. Vinny and Becky McAdams. I think I want to go with Vinny. Vinny, there's a man here and he's showing me things that to me represent like a father figure in your life. I don't know if this is your biological father or someone you looked at like a second dad. He died young. To me, young is around 50. It's not like he was 70 or 80 years old. He's here. I feel a big man with him. He loved to eat. Food was a big thing for him. He may have even dabbled in some cooking or prided himself in some ways that he cooked. Just know that he's saying he's proud of what you've done with your life. He's saying a lot of other people don't understand the sacrifices you've made and the lengths that you've gone to make things right in your life. Okay? Please know that there's tremendous love coming from this man. Okay, Lori. Yes, my dear, I am psychic. Psychic as well as a medium. All right. Hold on here 1 second, folks. All right, the show this past weekend was at the Saratoga Springs City Center. And there were thousands there, literally. It was a great show. We had a lot of wonderful readers, vendors, all the way around. Okay. Sadie Bentley. Sadie, how you doing? Sadie, there's a woman that's here, and she's. Have you been having problems with your stomach? Because she keeps rubbing her stomach area and rolling her eyes. Actually, she's kind of comical. I believe there's a seriousness coming from this woman, but what she's showing me is comical. So I don't mean to make light of anything like that. But she's concerned that there's been an awful lot of stress around you. And she's saying you need to take a day sometime for yourself. You haven't done that in quite a while. You're very involved. Something about you're trying to get money together for something very major. And she's saying it's okay to take a day off once in a while. You'll feel better, and you just need to recharge your batteries. She was all about taking time to recharge her batteries. She was very much into self-care and taking care of yourself. But just a lot of love coming from her. Okay, I'll leave that with you. All right, folks, if you haven't come to a Friday night circle, please join us. It's free for the very first time in. After that, we do charge for $10 a person, and we try to guarantee that everyone in the circle gets at least one message. We do that because there is myself and other mediums that we all work together. All right. By that meaning, we all work together energy-wise in the circle to help ensure that everyone gets a message. After your first time when you come back, we do ask for a $10 donation. And let's face it, that's not much for a Friday night out for a couple hours. Okay. All right. Where are we going here? Cherish? I believe it's Cherish Humphrey. Cherish. There's a woman and a younger man with her. I feel like a mother and son. I don't know if this would be your brother and your mother or someone related, but I do feel a biological connection. If it's not your mother and a brother, it's someone you were very close to before they passed. And she is telling me that he passed before she did. She died of a broken heart, is the way she's showing it. Anyway, Cherish, she wants to know that she's aware that things, as she's using the term, have gone south in your life. But she's saying, don't worry, it's going to come back up. You need to trust that, and you need to know it's going to be okay. All right? Okay. Karen Kins. Karen, as soon as I seen that where it says Uncle Ernie, all I heard was, here I am. I'm right here. Was he a big man? Because there's a very large man here, and I feel a lot of laughter. It's like I feel good being around him. Karen, just very, wow, very energetic, a lot of energy. He's saying that you need some, and if he could give it to you, he would be giving you some of his energy. He's telling me you've been really tired lately. Please take care of yourself. You're taking on too much, too fast, too soon. So please just be aware of it. You don't need to worry so much. He's saying you worry about everything and everybody, Karen. You just need to calm down and know that everybody's going to be okay. I know that sounds rather trite, and I don't mean it to be, but I have to give it with the way it comes in. All right? I'll leave that with you. All right. Wendy Kirk. Wendy, do you have a little one in spirit? This little girl comes in very quietly, very, I almost want to say very shyly, but I'm hearing, Mama, I'm here. You know, folks, our children, you know, whether it's through miscarriage, abortion, you know, any loss, accident, whatever, our children continue to grow in spirit. You know, a lot of people think that's, you know, when they die, that's it. But no, they're with loved ones and they continue to grow. She's telling me that she's showing me a woman that she's with. And it's an older style dress with that full apron. I want to say 50s or 60s style. But she wants you to know that she's with people that love her and she's going to be okay. All right? I'll leave that with you. Rebecca White. I'm not sure if this is your mother, but I'm hearing a lot of giggles. It's a contagious type of thing. Was your mother one, Rebecca, that liked to share a practical joke? All right. She's stopping by to say hi, and she's saying, don't forget to laugh, don't forget to smile. You know, things are way too serious around you, or you're taking things way too seriously. You know, and I know sometimes it seems like it's real easy for spirit to say something like that, but I remember they lived here too. You know, they know infinitely more than we do, whether it's about situations today or situations when they were here. But just remember to laugh, remember to smile. It's important. Okay. Oh, Janine Lott. Jean, is there some type of a birthday or a celebration around you? Because there's a man that comes in with a cake, and I'm seeing like a birthday cake. Wow, he wants you to know that it's remembered. I don't know who this is for. I don't know if it's for you. I'm thinking it is, but he's saying he remembers the birthday, and he's saying, "How could I forget? Loved you a terrible, an all-consuming type of love, almost to the point of being possessive, but it was true and it was sincere, is what I get with it. Okay, I'll leave that." All right. There's. All right, just hold on, folks. I'm getting like, you know, a couple people pushing through at one time here. Okay, the first one that's coming through here, I know her because it's the way she presents herself. She's presented herself several times to me before, and I believe it's Ocean. It's like she's just pushing her way through. She's saying, they have to know I'm here. Something's going on within the family or around the family right now, and she wants the family to know that she's here. I'm not getting any messages for any one person in particular. I do know that she's very adamant about the fact of just tell him it's all okay. Tell him we got it under control. It's going to be okay. Carol, is this? Okay. All right. Carol, I believe this is for you. She's talking about you have to let go of the reins a little bit. She says, I know I know I was pushy sometimes. Forgive me for saying this. This is coming from her. She's saying, I know I was pushy sometimes. I get that from you. And she's smiling about it, but she's saying, you know, that gets things done in this world. And she just wants you to know, she wants you to stand strong and to keep pushing forward. She said it wasn't a problem before. Don't let it stop being or start being a problem now. She wants to continue with something that you've been trying for. She says it's almost done. It's almost over with. I hope that makes sense, because she's being very vague, but at the same time very pushy. Okay. All right. All right. Patty, Haley? Haley. Hi, Patty. Patty, there's a woman standing here, and it's like there's tears coming down her face. There's a sadness, and I'm not sure what this sadness is for, other than she's connecting with you. Um, all I'm hearing, Patty, is let it go. Please let it go. You know, it's not worth holding on to. All it does is it creates more tears. I'm not sure exactly what this is about, but she's telling me that you do. Just, you need to let things go. You need to let things happen as a natural process. Hope that makes sense, Patty. Thank you. All right. Oh. Okay, folks. People have been asking about circles. We don't have another one yet listed for Johnstown yet, but on Saturday, the 27th of April, we do have one that we'll be having at 8 p.m. on the 27th, and it will be in Rotterdam Junction. So, but that is, you have to sign up ahead of time for that one if you're interested. PM either myself or Michelle Forsey after the show, and we'll be more than happy to talk to you about that and tell you the details that's involved there. You know, we'll get into it more in the coming weeks, obviously, because this is still March. But we are trying to get things planned ahead and get things moving. Okay. Barbie Allen. There is a younger man here. When I say younger, it's younger than me, okay? Ask my kids, I'll tell you I'm older than dirt. I'll be 63. Anyway, there's a young man here, and he's just saying hello. Very simple. It's like he doesn't know what he's supposed to do or say yet. He's been in spirit a long time, but he's never tried to come through before. You know, trying to put him at ease and let him know that he's welcome here. But I'm just seeing a wave. Give it some time. He'll come through again. All right. Sometimes, you know, folks, when people are shy in the physical before they pass on, you know, most times there's not this miraculous recovery that they're all, you know, all socials. You know, sometimes we carry on some of our characteristics to the afterlife, and that shyness is one that he carries with him. Okay. All right. Thanks, Kelly. Thank you, Savannah. Yes, Valerie Ellerby. My daughter sells paparazzi, and I love it. That's where I get all my earrings from. Savannah Dawn, how you doing? Savannah. There's a person here. They're showing me a Christmas tree, and the Christmas tree is important. I don't know if they passed around Christmas, but Christmas was always a really, really important holiday for them. And she just wants you to know that it's a woman, and she wants you to know that you'll be hearing from us at Christmas time, and you need to trust it and know that they're there. They're saying for all that's going to be happening, know that we're there, and we're going to help in all ways. I wish I could be more specific with that, but it's the way it comes in. But Christmas is important to her. I wish I could be more specific with the message, but it's just not there. There's definitely that level of love that I can feel that warms the heart. All right. All right. Where am I going? Where am I going? Kendra Culver. Kendra, would you recognize a man that died from an automobile accident? Because there's a man that comes in and he shows me, Kendra, this vehicle is pretty mangled. And he's telling me that his death was a direct result of that accident. I don't know that he died the day or the night that the accident happened, but his death that followed was a direct result of that. Anyway, he's only using that as a point of reference so that you know who we're talking about. Kendra, I'm being told there's so many things I wanted to say, but I never had time. I thought I had more time than what I did. And he's trying to make things right with everyone now. He's saying he loved you. I don't believe this is a biological connection, but someone that cared a great deal about you when he was alive. I don't even know that it was something that flourished and you knew about it at the time, but he's saying he did love you, and he just wants you to know that you were an important part of his life, even though he left so soon. He's saying that you were an important part of his life. I hope it helps. All right, excuse me for 1 second. Stacy Ray, just as your name started to scroll up, it was like I was having a hard time breathing. I have a tendency sometimes to pick up on the physical. Whoever this is had a difficult time breathing before they passed. And all they keep saying is, don't worry, you don't have that. You're just a really bad cold right now. You don't have what I had. I'm not a doctor, folks, by any stretch of the means. I'm only giving it the way the Spirit is telling me. Just know that you need to take care of yourself and you need to slow down a little bit. You're going to be okay. She's saying that, you're so worried about the least little thing. Just know that you're okay. All right? And I'll leave that. God bless. Billy Joe Haskell, every time your name scrolls by, I can hear this very loud, very boisterous chuckle, but I'm not connecting with anyone. I know it's you because every time your name scrolls up or comes up through the feed, I can hear that very deep, very loud chuckle. And whoever it is having a good time. They think it's funny you're here, but they're not identifying to me. I wish I could bring you a message, but I have the feeling you know who I'm talking about. Whoever this person is, he didn't have a lot to say in words, but he was all about action. You know, you believed him through his actions. Okay, well, as long as you know who I'm talking about, Billy Joe, because it's not too often, folks, that they come in like this and they don't identify to me right away. But I just, you know, it's one of those laughs that's kind of contagious. You want to smile, you don't know why, but you know he's up to something, is what I'm getting. That may be as simple as the message is that he's here. You know, the practical joker in him is here. I believe he's around you a lot. He's saying the little guy too, whoever that is. He's around you and the little guy, whoever the little guy is. Okay, but Billy Joe, he may have been a talker in the physical world, but he doesn't know me. And you know, they have to be comfortable with me in order for me to bring the messages through. And it's a new vibration. It's not one that I've worked with before, so he has to kind of get used to me too. So, you know, it may take a bit. Don't give up. But I do feel it's like these big arms around me, just holding me, and just, you know, just a really big hug, that kind that just makes you feel good down to your toes. I believe the man loved you dearly. Okay, I'll leave that. Mary Walker, how are you doing? I've seen that, and I believe this is a father figure that's coming in, and it's like he's running after you. He's going to chase you down. He's gonna catch you, and he's going to slow you down. He's saying you've been going ahead. You've been going ahead in a positive way with your life. It's like 1040. It's you're just moving through, and he's saying slow down, enjoy life a little bit more. You're doing too much too quick, and don't forget to think about me. He feels like a lot of people forget about him sometimes. He's saying, you know, I'm still here. Mary, he's also talking, have you had a cold or something where just very uncomfortable type of feeling? He just wants you to, he's putting like an old style compress on your chest. Again, folks, I'm not a doctor, not even for you, Mary. All right. Something, get it checked. I feel a need for some physical help there. Okay. I'll leave that with you, hon. God bless. Alyssa Goodrich Poppy. Her name is just Alyssa Goodrich. All right, Alyssa. Why am I feeling like that? As your name started scrolling, I felt like I'm bending over. The weight is so heavy on my shoulders. And I have this man behind me speaking very loud. You know, it's time to stop. It's time to stop taking on everybody else's problems, and it's time to start doing something for yourself. He's chastising you, and it's a very firm voice that I'm hearing from you. I feel a lot of love coming from this man. You know, for as stern or as forceful of a voice as I'm hearing, I can also hear the true depth of his caring, that you're not taking care of yourself, that you're just not, you're taking on everybody else's problems and you haven't done anything for yourself in a while. He's saying that's not good, that's not healthy. He wants you to take better care of yourself. He wants you to know it's okay to stand up and say no, no more. He never did that when he was in the physical world. And he regrets that. He doesn't want that happening to you. He doesn't want you to have the type of regrets that he has. But again, Alyssa, I feel a sternness with him. But with that sternness comes, you know, a love that says, you know, you're not going to hurt my girl. And that's the bottom line here, is you're not going to hurt my girl. So I believe this would be a father figure, or a grandfather, but someone in your life that you loved a great deal. Okay? All right. Janine, I'm sorry, honey, I can't answer that question right now, because he's not here anymore at the moment. Otherwise, I would be happy to tell you. Okay? All right. Zachary, how you doing? I never can pronounce your last name, so I'm not going to try and wreck your last name. I don't know. Well, I won't pronounce it. Okay, Zachary. There's a woman here, and she just wants you to know. She's saying, I always loved you just the way you are. Don't you stop being you. You used to do a lot of things with her, whether it was, cooking or baking, or it was like whatever she was doing, you were always interested. You had a very good rapport with her. And I feel it's like when she did pass, it was like the loss of a lifetime with you. She wants you to know she's here. She sees a lot of things happening with you, and she's concerned that you haven't been true to yourself. You're letting other people influence things that are going on in your life, and she's saying you can't do that. Not if you're going to be the best person you can be. You need to stand your ground. You need to stand there and say, this is me, this is who I am. And I'm okay. I'm a good person. She's saying there's going to be a big shift coming in your life as far as the people that possibly you consider friends or people that you hang with, but it's going to be a positive shift because it's going to come. It's going to come on the wings of. Wow. Okay. I don't mean to sound corny here, but I'm seeing it's going to come on the wings of a dove of peacemaking, and you're going to find that if you open your heart, that there's a lot of truth around you. Zachary, I hope that makes sense. But God bless. All right, folks. Wow, we're almost 45 minutes in. Just to go through, a couple of announcements. Linda Mark Tayo, if you're on tonight, you won the reading for this month for the free reading. Give me a call or PM me after the show, and we can set something up. Open Circle Friday night, folks, is at 7 West Main Street here in St. Johnsville. It's at 7:30. It's a wonderful expression of communication between our world and the spirit world, and we do everything in our power to make sure that everyone that comes receives a reading. If you've never sat in Circle before, it doesn't cost you anything. If you have, we do ask for a $10 donation per person. Michelle and I are working diligently on trying to get things together as far as getting a building and getting things up and running, but it's going to be a bit yet because it's very expensive and we just don't have that kind of money to work with right now. All right. Aaliyah Roots. There's a man that comes in. This is not someone, I have to say first off, he's saying she doesn't know me, but I've been working with her. And I believe this is I'm seeing a fireman's, I don't know if you want to call it a uniform or outfit or whatever. This man died as a result of some type of a fire. He was a fireman, but he died as a direct result of a fire. He wants you to know that he's working with you. Those little ideas that are slipping in the back of your mind and thinking, I don't know where that's coming from, but why don't we try this? That's where they're coming from, is him. I'm hearing a name like Rod or Rodney, something like that. I really feel strongly that if you speak with someone within the fire department or within that area of people, they're going to be able to tell you who this is. But he has a lot of faith in you. He's saying you have an ability that a lot of others don't, especially women. And I don't mean that to sound sexist in any way. It's the way he's talking. and it's just he's really proud of you and wants you to know that he's working with you. So just whatever you do, whatever your passion is and the way it's going here, don't give up on it, okay? Even when it starts getting rough. All right? Okay. Is it Rita Decker? Rita, all I'm hearing here is I'm hearing a woman's voice. I don't know if this would mean anything to you, but I'm hearing it's the Old Rugged Cross. It's an old-time hymn. Wow. It's a beautiful song. I haven't heard it in a long time. But this woman, Rita, is singing it for you. She's saying you'll remember her by that music. Because I can see her. It's like she's sitting on a porch and she's just singing her heart out. Wow. It's a nice feeling. Okay, I'll leave that with you. All right. Hey, everybody in North Carolina. Hi. And just, I've had a lot of people asking, or I should say I've had several people asking, yes, both my girls are down, or two of my girls are down in North Carolina now. I missed them horribly with kids and all the rest that goes with it, and my girlfriend down there, Gail. But no, I'm not moving down there anytime soon. I've had clients asking me, if I was going to move or when, and asking me like they're worried. I have no plans on that. Yes, I'm going to visit as often as I can just to harass my girls, if nothing else. Michelle and I are going down, but I do have no plans on moving down there. All right. I love you guys. Miss you anyway. Miss you too, Kevin. I know you're probably happy I'm not coming down or moving down. All right. Wow. Woo. Wow. That just came through. I'm not sure how to pronounce this name. Aysia. Isaiah? Jaden? If I'm not pronouncing it properly, I apologize. But say hello to me, please. Wow. Just as your name came up onto the screen, or right before your name came up, I just got this chill that went from the top of my head to the tips of my toes, and I just really felt uncomfortable. And I know that this person is in spirit. This person is coming. There's something's going on in your life that are coming through with some kind of a warning here to just be very, very careful. That doesn't happen very often, but I've had a lot of firsts on these shows, folks. I've been doing this for over 40 years, but there's been a lot of firsts on these shows. Okay. Hopefully you'll understand what I'm talking about. All right. Ashley Jacobs. Ashley, who's the person in the football uniform? Old style football uniform. He's coming in, and Ashley, he's trying to get you to play or to pay attention to him. He's saying you didn't pay a lot of attention to him when he was in the physical world, but he wants you to know he's here and that he cares. He never stopped caring. This is not a biological person or not a biological relative, but someone that cared about you a great deal. Ashley, he just wants you to know that you're remembered, and you're remembered with a big smile. Okay, hopefully that's going to make some sense. Lori Lazuski, yes, both my daughters are mediums. Whether they choose to admit it or not, they are, and they're very good. My oldest daughter does, she reads cards. My youngest daughter is very talented as far with her work, and I believe her mediumship helps her with her work a great deal when she's working with hair and able to to understand what a person needs long before they know. I guess the easiest way to explain that is, have you ever gone into a salon and say, well, I want something done with my hair, but I'm not sure what I want done? I've never known anybody to leave her chair unsatisfied because she's able to read and to work with spirit that way. So yes, they are both mediums. Two of them are that I know of. All right. Stephanie, Ireland. I feel like I have a preschool here right at the moment. I believe this is, I don't want to say child, I want to say children. Is this your children? Not all of them are yours, but it's like they're coming in and they just want you to know that they're here. They're happy to see you. Something about the month of May. I'm not sure what that is, but they want you to know that they're going to be here because they want to play too. I don't know what May time will work for you, but or what that brings in memory-wise, but Stephanie, they're definitely here, and May is going to be an important month for the family, and with them coming through and just being a part of it. Okay? All right. Folks, again, come on in for a Friday night circle. We have a wonderful time. We do have a circle getting ready to start. Well, it'll be one time to start with anyway, in Rotterdam Junction, April 27th. It's a Saturday night. If you think you might be interested, that circle will be by sign up only, simply because space is limited. Here on Fridays, we can accommodate some very large groups. So come on in and just join us. We have such a good time. I can't express it enough. Zachary Wilson. Wow. Zachary, just as I'm getting ready to close, and I got this man that comes in, a big man, and I want to say he wears like, I don't know if I want to say farmer's clothes or work. He's definitely a working man. He worked hard all his life because he's showing me he used to be kind of stooped over, like, just like a farmer or someone that worked really, really hard their entire life and just their body is tired. But he's standing up straight and he wants you to know, hey, I'm okay. Look at me. I can get around. There's no issues anymore for anything with me. But he's here for you. He just wants he wants to say hello. He wants you to know that he's well and he doesn't have any of the issues that he had before. And he's saying the old ticker works good now. That tells me he died of something to do with the heart. Again, I'm not a doctor. It's just the way he's talking. He's saying the old ticker is working good now, and I've got energy and I feel good. Also, something about family. He's. I hope this makes sense because he's saying he wants you to know that he's making amends with the family there, meaning in spirit. There was a lot of years where a lot of regrets, a lot of issues. And he wants you to know that things are going right, things are being mended and healed. And he wants to see that paid forward here in the physical world. You have a tendency to have a temper, and he's concerned about that. He's saying, that puts people off. It did for me, and you need to understand, even when you don't mean to, that temper can hurt people. He wants you to get a little bit better control on it. Please don't shoot the messenger here. I'm sorry. But I have to give it the way it comes in or it will shut down on me. I hope that makes sense. Okay, folks, I think I'll do like one more and then that's going to be it for the night. I'm getting tired. It's been a great few days here. All right. Courtney, or Courtney, what is water for you? I keep seeing like big bodies of water. You know, I'm seeing an ocean, I'm seeing a lake and a pond and just, you know, a stream. And I've got this woman standing here. It's an older woman, and she's pushing you, and she's saying, just get to the water, get to the water. It'll help so much. There's been some serious issues going on around you, but, and I know just from reading, I mean, there is scientifically proven that water helps to heal a withered soul. And she wants you to know that you need that. You need that energy. You need that healing. She's saying you don't have to be so sad. It doesn't have to be so hard. Just let the water, you know, even if it's and this comes from me, I mean, even if it's just a frozen body of water, be near the water. It will help in so many ways. Okay, because this woman is, um, she's adamant about it. She wants you near the water. Okay. Thank you, folks. I hope I've helped as many people as I could tonight. I am tired. I mean, these do kind of wear on me a little bit, but it's a good kind of tired. I always feel better when it helps. Please join us. If I didn't get to you tonight, join us tomorrow night when we do YouTube Live. Same name, same show. It's better if you go on like tonight or earlier in the day tomorrow and subscribe to the channel. Then you'll have no problem getting onto the show. Okay? All right. Thank you for joining us. God bless. And hopefully we'll see some of you tomorrow night. Have a good one. Come on. All right. Stubborn, being stubborn.